Good morning YouTube, or almost good afternoon to be honest, because it's 11:30 and as you can tell that's not the original schedule, but that's Michael Dunlop's bike there. So the weather of course has affected today's schedule. 11:30 the roads are supposed to close and we're waiting for that now, so it's almost 11:30, let's see. So it'll be an afternoon of racing if the weather holds. It's a bit grey up there. There's a random Michael Rutter for you. So let's see what happens today. I'll try and cover the races, some behind the scenes stuff, and maybe the, after the races hang around a bit for the last day of Manx Grand Prix 2023. To be honest, I have yet to find a person who really likes the new shorter format. Everything seems quite rushed. A lot of people seem very exhausted. The marshals, the riders, the spectators. I certainly am. But, it's the last day, so let's see what we can capture today. And thank you again for watching. Keep subscribing and commenting, because today is sort of your last chance for a video to win some free stuff, as shown in my previous video. Anyway, enough talk. Let's see what happens with today's racing.
Che oggi per loro è perché per loro è bank holiday.
Obligatory shout out for the TT Riders Association, the 30th milestone. If you are ever here for the TT or the Manx Grand Prix, do remember to stop by the red container. It's behind the grandstand, very, very hard to miss. And these guys do fantastic work for riders long after the racing has finished, which, as I'm sure you can appreciate, is very often necessary. So, when you're all gone home and quiet and calm has come back over the island, these guys are still there looking after the riders. And that's really important as part of the whole TT and Manx Grand Prix family. So, check out the 30th milestone when you're here, or I'll link to their site below if you want to become a supporter. So, as we have a lot of time to kill right now because of the weather, I'm here with Jan, part of Indy's team. And here's something that I didn't actually really know how it works. How does a pit stop work at a TT Manx Grand Prix? Because you're part of his pit crew.
Yeah, you mustn't touch the bike before he switches off. So I wave at him, so because he's focused on a track, and he suddenly slows down. It's very confusing for them.
So there's a risk he would go past you.
You have to wave very hard to stop him. I have to stop him with my hands. He kills it, and we have to open the tap. And before we fill the tank, when we are putting the fuel up there, we try to count the seconds for example, 5 liters. We measure it in the jerry can, and then
so there's no counter or flow counter.
No, it's just gravity. So we have to count it. It depends on the height of the level of height of the fuel in the can up there.
How many liters can you fit in the?
46, I think.
But the bike only takes 20.
Yeah, it does. But when the level is this high, it flows much faster. So the fuel stop, the pit stop is shorter.
Ah, okay.
So usually we fill it to the very top, so the pit stop is the shortest as possible. Yeah, and we open it, and as the fuel starts flowing, I switch on the stopwatch. We count with the refueler from the other side. We watch the tank, and as before the level rises up to the tap, we just stop it. You have to keep the hose in it for a second or second and a half because it empties itself, and then he closes with the rag, put it over there, I close it, and the third guy pushes him away. That's it. It's easy.
You make it sound easy. It's not that easy, right? Yeah. Well, we don't do tire changes at this race.
No, not in this class, not even in the super sports class. The tire changes are only in the Superbike or Super Stock TT, because it's a 6-lap race and the tires last only for 4 laps. So they change it after every 2 laps.
Just to be on the safe side, kind of.
Yes.
But that's not cheap. How much is a tire on?
The set of these tires is about 340 quid.
Ouch. And how much is a tank full of fuel?
Oh, actually, I don't know that. I haven't bought the racing fuel, but the tank is 26 liters, and for 2 laps we use 22, so it's 44 liters for 4 laps.
That's on the blue one? Or?
Yeah, it's on a Superbike, yeah.
And the 2-stroke?
This 2-stroke takes 10 liters a lap.
That's not too bad, actually, considering you're on 37 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
It's quite efficient.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's raining again now,
Yeah.
so I don't know if we're going to get any racing today. But There you have it.
yeah.
So that's how pit stops work. I didn't know that they stop it by stopwatch and not by a counter.
Or we count it just with out loud with our mouths.
Serious?
Seriously, yeah. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Really, we do it like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it works.
It works perfectly, yeah.
See, there's some inside information from here. So now we're just gonna grab a coffee and hope that it stops raining. Wait, different rudder. But it shows you that the TT is very much a long running and sometimes a family affair. And this is the kind of thing, by the way, that you get if you donate to the Riders Association. These are, you know, proper ones. I tried to find one from '73 because that's my year of birth, but maybe I'll find one. All good? And predictably, the schedule has changed again. It's actually raining here now, so they're doing the parade lap. I think Milk is going out on the MV, you see? Or some sort of parade lap demonstration lap is happening first. And then they're going to try and get some racing. And if that's going to happen, I mean, the weather is not great, guys, I'm afraid. So I'm going to head down to St. Ninians for the parade demonstration laps and probably run back as well to get them on the straight. So I'll get you as much footage as I can. If anything moves on track today, I will catch it. But yeah, we're at the mercy of the weather, so we'll make the best of it. So because racing is delayed and people still have to go places, what they sometimes do, as today, is they open crossing points. We're up at St. Ninians and you can see the actual road is still primarily closed there and there. So if I go behind those barriers, I would be on the closed track. But they open the crossing points so people can get in and out of the course easier if you have to go somewhere. Because obviously island life doesn't stop only because there's racing. So yeah, it's just because 1 and 1:15 they're going to close the track and we'll try again. Let's see what we get. 1:30 inspection lap, 1:40 MV, and then hopefully some racing.
Drying rapidly. White gates through to Joey's. Damp but continually drying. Hilbury. Intermittent patches as you come through Hilbury, and then the normal damp patches as you come through the Nook and Governor's Dip, but it is drying all the time. Thank you. Control now. 5 minutes start line, 5 minutes. If we could have Milky Quail up onto the start line, please. Milky onto the start line.
Hey, look.
Attention pilot, that's the third race for the start of the Mylchreests Group Manx Grand Prix Senior Race. The race will start in 15 minutes. Can I invite numbers 1 to 20 onto the start line, please? That's 1 to 20 onto the start line. Control out.
Ooh.
Like a quick update on the course conditions out there for you for this race. There are some damp patches around the course. The ones to be concerned about are the exit of Ginger Hall, the usual exit of Whitegate and Brandy Hairpin, the Nook and the Dip. Other than that, the damp patches will be offline. I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish you all very best of luck. Control out.
Oh, thanks.
The Victor the other day, Victor Lopez.
Just a quick word with Victor, obviously.
Minute start line, 2 minutes. minute start line, 1 minute.
from the start, when I started recording to now, is about 13 minutes. Which means these guys only have a few minutes to clear the grid, get the signs out of the way, until the bikes come back through. And whatever they pay Milky Quail for doing TT and Manx Grand Prix, it's certainly not enough.
110.73 for number 11 Sam Johnston, 111.946 for Jack Fowler, and 110.644 for number 6 Andrew Fisher. They're the last riders to go through. Also here now, just coming through, is Lancelot Unisar. He is at Crontamona. Sean Evans is also at Crontamona, and we're all getting ready to go to Glen Helen's final lap.
Yes, and we've got the big noise coming up the valley here now, Chris. It's going to be the first man on the road. Should be Marcus Simpson. I've got my stopwatch at the ready as well. Number 3, Marcus Simpson. The watch starts, and we'll count down those 2 minutes now. And what a great race it is at the front end. Yeasley just fallen back a little bit on that first lap as number 1 comes through. Joe Yeasley just fell away a little bit on that first lap. Pretty straight run to Glen Helen in the opening 9 miles, set the quickest sector time on the opening lap, but from then he's going to have a little bit of work to do. Inside those corners, and Jamie Williams comes through now. And Jamie Williams slotting into 3rd place at the moment. The gap between Williams and Ingham, well, Jamie Williams has fallen off a little bit. Between he is second ahead of Jamie Williams on adjusted time, and that will be a little bit of a push for Daniel Ingham going into this final lap as we await the arrival of Joe Yeasley. I think we're going to see Chris Cook and Victor Lopez ahead of him on the road.
It's just gone flat out down Brian.
Yes,
Oh!
cheers.
Number 15, Yeasley, is now 2 seconds ahead of number 3, Marcus Simpson, on the final lap here in this Senior Manx Grand Prix. So Joe Yeasley really pulling out the stops towards the end of the race. As number 12 comes through, Sam Mosley. Unfortunately, we can't tell you exactly where he is. The feeling is around about that top 10 mark. But he's well clear of everybody else on the road, so I'm not seeing 9 in this one yet.
Take it back.
Well done, Tom. Well done.
Right, fan park is that time of day where we put the third, second and first place on the stage. If you're at the back there, get down here to pull them. Let's have a few more people down the front.
Hey! Hey! Yeah, you! Tell them all to come down! Yeah, you! Come on, man, up there! And you! Come on! Come over! Give it up for Danningham! Well done, mate. Take a seat. Wherever you want, mate. You take your chair, I don't care. In second place, let's give it up for Marcus Simpson! Well done, mate. Take a seat. And we had him on the stage earlier in the week. He had a disastrous junior, but he is back. The winner. Lap record holder? Absolutely. 1:22.05 something. Woo! Hey!
That's quick.
Hey! Hey!
Is he alright?
Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Everyone give it up for your local lad from Laxey, Joe Yesley! Yeah, get in there, you take that. Right, we've got another race going out very, very shortly. Dan, let's start with you. This time last year on the podium again, and then these two upstarts come and spoil it for you.
It's always the newbies, isn't it?
Always. How was it from your point of view, that race?
Yeah, I was happy enough. Marcus came flying by me, nice and clean into Kurt Michael. Sarah's? What was it? Oh, it was, wasn't it? And then I saw a massive moment coming at the end of Cronkney body. But no, yeah, I was happy enough. A little bit damp in places and tiptoed through those bits, but hats off to these boys, you know.
Well, that was it. The conditions were pretty iffy, and when the boys came in after that, kind of the lap to see what the conditions were like, there was a few issues with it. Were you happy with the conditions out there?
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, the main one was obviously hairpin, and like Guthries was pretty bad, and the Nook, but everywhere else is pretty much as it is. You know.
Yeah. Try again next year.
We'll see. We'll see. It's a lot of time and effort and money, isn't it? Like.
But coming over that line, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's great to finish the week all in one piece, and all the bikes make it round. You know.
Exactly. Marcus, how was that?
Yeah, steady.
It's steady. Come on, steady.
Just really enjoyed it, you know. I got aboard at the petrol station in Union Mills at the end of the first lap. After the quick shifter stopped working on the way into Ramsey on the first lap, and I was like, not again. Like I've had problems with it all week. We put another new one in, and it worked perfectly. And then it stopped working on the way into Ramsey, and I was like, come on, please come back. And it never came back.
Right.
And I remember an interview with Day9 when he had problems with his electronics, and he turned the bike off and turned it back on. My switches, I couldn't do it when I was out there. So the first lap pit stop actually really helped me. So I come in, and I just sort of come in, and they get feeling the fuel, and I just went, ignition! Turn it off. So they turned the bike on and off, come out of the pits, and it was back on. And then it worked again the whole way. And I got the pit board at the end there, P1 plus 11. And then as Dan said, I had a bit of a moment over Cronkavody, and yeah, it was a bit of a moment.
What happened?
I don't really know. I went into it and just about came out of it. So yeah, it was enough to sort of go, oh, right, okay.
Just to bring you back and calm you down a little bit.
Yeah.
And Joe, we sat up here start of the week, quietly confident, mainly about that junior race. We spoke a little about the senior, but I don't know, were you thinking about the win secretly, or because you didn't mention it?
No, I haven't. I'm surprised, to be honest. You know, the junior, we were up there in qualifying, but I knew these boys were going to, up the game, as everyone will in the race, and to lose the junior race with a 10-second lead at the start of the second lap, was hard, but it's the first time it's happened, but it won't be the last. So to come here and get the win today, it's kind of finished the weekend on a high, and we can move on.
You brought Chris Palmer to tears. I hope you don't mind me saying that, but it was emotional up there.
Yeah, it's been a tough year getting here. It's been a lot of hassle with engines. We only got the engines 2 weeks ago that we sent off for in April. With the bike sat in the garage all year. If it wasn't for Mistral Classic Race Team that have provided me with a bike to ride, I would have had no bike time. So to put all the hard work and effort behind us and pull this off, it makes it worth every penny and all the headaches. So no, I'm absolutely over the moon.
And then the cherry on the top, the lap record. That must feel special.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a cherry on the top. It wasn't easy out there. It's with not having a warm-up lap, I wasn't going to go out on the warm-up lap anyway, but with the conditions being bad, you just don't know. The hairpin you expect to be bad, but there's other places that can catch you out. That first lap, you're always thinking, do I keep it on or do I shut off?
Yeah.
And but once we got the first lap out of the way and you know where the damp patches are, then you can kind of keep progressing. But there was a lot of traffic on the first lap coming from 15, and you can't just bully your way through. You've got to respect other people. So once we got through them and got into a bit of a rhythm, but I won't have a pit board coming into Ballacreen again, because I nearly ended up in Peel. I was looking at the pit board and then I was like, shit, I nearly ran wide. But apart from that, it all went well. So yeah.
So what we're saying, perfect conditions, 125? 125?
No. I'm saying nothing. Next year we'll do as we do. We'll keep trying to improve and build on what we've learned this week and go from there.
Mega. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top three. Dan Ingham, Marcus Simpson, and your winner, Joe Yeardsley. Well done, boys. Congrats. Enjoy it.
Woo! Blimey.
Do you know what? It's when we get people like that up on here, it makes me feel very, very inferior.
That's because you are, mate.
Well, I know. My beta male comes out.
Just thrown out there, but yes, you definitely are more inferior to them.
Shall we get the top three from the RST Superbike race on later?
They're definitely coming down as well, so stick around if you are in the fan park. We will have them down here as well. That's coming up very shortly. I believe the sidecars are out there now, Chris, doing a test lap.
Sweet.
So 18:40, so 20 to 7 is the start of that one. RST.
Do you want to have a look anywhere else? Well done on doing a bit though, you did a good job.
ManxRadio.com. Route closures, race schedules and competitions. You can also step into Manx Radio 1368's near 16-year motorsport archive, including interviews with your favourite riders, race highlights from last year, and a collection of motorsport videos and podcasts. Motorsport.manxradio.com, the new home for motorsport on the Isle of Man.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, I love it. Well done. You need to get your son a driver like you and I come straight.
That was fast.
Yeah, everything was okay for you?
Yeah, it was just a little bit too much rebound off.
Okay.
Because it was light.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Good.
About that was okay position?
Mate, very, very good. Very. I would say only a little bit too much front.
Yeah.
But maybe more rear in than front.
Yeah, okay.
A bit skippery. Well done. Very good.
Thanks. I'm happy to drive with you.
Yeah, not really. Yeah,
No mirrors. Sorry.
Brownstone.
You seen them skid marks on So it's gone off the edge. It was a solo.
Don't come back on. Yeah, you know.
Very, very pleased on the field of the full team to give the speed, please. It's going to be very close between these two, I'm sure. 130
Just look like a light fleece.
Yeah, you should be hungry.
You have to, isn't it?
Jeg sa han var kjøpt av Hodgson. Han visste det helvete. Det var en hård Hodgson. Han visste faen. Ja, Jim Hodgson. Det er med grått hår. Satan.
Particular, as you say, he was 8.2 seconds inside that Nathan Harrison lap record schedule at Ramsey, and then 20.
Classic Superbike race was an absolute umdinger. And in third place, we have, he almost did it, second place. Last year is first place, but this year is third place. Sorry to rub that in, Rob. It's Rob Hudson! Come on, young man. Well done. Take a seat wherever you want. Yeah, sit there, that's good. And in second place, he said he had something up his sleeve and it was more than just his arm. It's Dave Johnson!
I'd put my arm up his sleeve any day, boyo.
Sit there, mate. Second place. And your winner of the RST Superbike Classic Superbike race, it is the one, the only, make some noise, Michael Dunlop! Well done, mate. Take a seat. I'll sit down. Thank you. Cheers, Rob. Let's start with you, Rob.
Yeah. Are we on?
We're on, but I can't see much. It's dark, isn't it? What was it, quick question, what was it like out there with that on?
To be fair, before we set off, I thought, I'm not sure I've got the right visor choice here, because I had a dark visor and it's going dark, so. But no, it's all right. Just set off like a bit of a scalded cat, or as best as I could. And yeah, treated the first lap like the last lap, really, but see my first pit board in as P5, so I thought, we're not doing that well, are we? You know, so I didn't realise it was the same as last year, apparently, where we were, like, there was a few of us all really close together, so. Yeah, it would have been nice to do 4 laps, but I think we'd have needed headlights on, so.
100%.
Yeah, never mind.
Did you know the race between you and Davo was that close then?
I did on the last lap, yeah. The very last pit board I got was like P3 -1, so yeah. I tried as hard as I could, came into the nook, over like the white chevron bit, lost the front, and it just gripped. And then I came down here, and I've never twisted a throttle as hard in my life. I had the arse on the back of the seat, just trying to get every last bit out of it, but yeah, it wasn't to be, unfortunately, so yeah, I can't complain at third place in this company. The boys have been on fire all week, so yeah, this'll do.
That's it, exactly. Davo, saw you just before the race. You said you had some up your sleeve, but I don't think it mattered what you had up your sleeve. Both sleeves, or your legs, it made no difference.
Yeah, no, Michael and Dean caught me quite early, to be honest, but I was missing a few gears here and there, but yeah, sort of that messed my brain up more than sort of if I just focused on being positive with the gear change, and it wouldn't have been as much of a drama. But you know, it's like around here, you play mind games with yourself. But yeah, after the pit stop, I sort of went to shit a bit with your brain, but then I saw that Rob was catching me, so I thought I better get my shit together. And,
pulled your finger out.
Yeah, the last lap was yeah, I was happy with that. It all went. It was quite a good lap, so yeah, I can't complain. And got second. I'm stoked with that. And Michael was in another league, so it's that's how that is. So congratulations to Michael.
Well, that's it. He made, with all due respect, he made everyone look silly. But you know, the second place. I'm sorry. I'm just saying he did really well.
Dino blew up in front of us as well. Yeah, Dino. I don't know if were you close to Dino?
No.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a good dice with that, because I see that Dean pass, because if he catches me, then it's a stupid idea for me to hold him up.
Mm-hmm.
So I let him pass to let him dice, and then he blew up, unfortunately for Dino. But yeah, these classic bikes, it's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's it. Still a good result though. I'm not taking any. I feel like I've been pretty negative towards you, but it's a cracking result. It's still second. I'd still be out there riding now.
I'm stoked.
Good.
Win or lose, hit the booze.
Hey, there we go. Michael. Oi. Michael, not spoke to you all week. You right? You good?
Yeah, I'm 100%, yeah.
Good. How was the race?
Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. We've had problems with the bike all week, and we've been getting quite frustrated with the mechanic that sort of builds it. I keep telling him I'm sick of making him look good, and I just again set off the line. We had issues that my mate, the electronics we had fixed, and they'd unfixed themselves supposedly, and I was actually going to pull in because I said I'm enough of this, carry on, and just come into the pits, and the young lad that works for me, he says, just keep pushing. He says, there's nothing in it, push. And I says, I'll push then and then I left the pits and started pushing. I didn't know, but I think I was eating a lot of time out of Dean then, so it's just right, okay, it's... and then obviously I seen Dean stopped, well, I could see smoke, and then Dean was sitting beside the road, so I assumed then that fight was over, but I knew some of these two boys, I knew it would be these two boys will be champing there too, so because I had no boards, I was just trying to keep steady and just keep plugging away.
No boards at all throughout the whole lap?
No, there's a wee man always, well, there's a man stands at the Braddon Bridge, the wee man's been doing it for the last 15 years, and he always stands out and waves, and if he's waving, you're going all right. If you're not, if he's sitting in the house, you know he's wasting his time. So, it's, but yeah, it was a great race. It just got quite dark and cold all of a sudden, and it was just in a Devo there. It got really dark up the mountain. It's a bit weird, obviously, because mostly even night time at TT, it's or racing here in the Manx, it's always good, but it just closed down real quick there. Yeah. So, as you can tell now, really.
Yeah, a tough old week, but you come out with a win.
Yeah, especially on 100 years. Obviously, I started off at the Manx Grand Prix, so it's good to do it. And I say the man owns the bikes is a gentleman, and he puts a lot of money and effort into it to bring the bike here. And it's nice to win for him. And as I say, these old bikes, they need tender care, and I say that mine just, I think it's hanging now, but it's just so sore on them here. The modern day motorbike it's got so much electronics and stuff on it that makes it a lot easier. But I say these boys have all riding hard all week, so I knew it was going to be it wasn't going to be the easiest race of the week. I know that.
Thanks. Well, yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. I've got nothing more to add to it. Yeah. Well done. Right, boys, I'll let you go. Congratulations. Everybody give it up for Rob Hodson. Give it up for your second place, Dave Johnson. And your winner of the RST Classic Superbike Manx Grand Prix, it is Michael Dunlop. Well done, boys.
Chris, don't forget that young lady who wants your autograph, yeah?
Yeah, sorry lads, wait, get back. No, it's not.
And a photo.
It's me.
Yeah, Davo, can you just get out of the way? Chris needs to sign an autograph there.
You're not the only superheroes around here. Nothing. You can go if you want. Yeah. You're free to go, mate. No. I think there's probably some people that want a few pictures, but I'm the man of the moment. Right, can I go? Am I done?
No, that young lady's after you. There she is. She wants your details as well. She's just been up here to see us, Chris. Number, address, the lot. And before we go, we've got to say happy birthday to Lydia as well. Milky's missus, she's right in front of us here. I promised I wouldn't embarrass her, but I'm going to. So, happy birthday, Lydia. Should we all sing to her? Happy birthday to you.
I'm coming out here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy 50s something-th birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's it.
21st.
Get out, you milk it.
21st.
21st.
Yeah. Happy birthday!
Milky's missus. She's a little star, Lydia. So, what now, Chris? Is that it? Turn the lights off. Turn the power off, Ricky. That's us done. Right, guys, that's it for, I think.
Oh, here she comes.
Go and have a look, see if they've done a good job.
Adam did it. It's literally the driver.
Adam.
You got Dave probably.
Alright. What, man? Or just me? Right, so in any case, you've had a great week. Are you back for a TT?
If they'll have me.
They will, mate. They will.
So.
It's a tough gig, isn't it? It's a tough track. Without a doubt.
No one's listening.
The conversation is great. I'm just finishing the day off.
Exactly. He says, who am I? He says, who am I? Get off.
He's a cyclist, mate.
So, and with those pictures, that's the end of Manx Grand Prix 2023. It was a busy one. This was a really long day with all the delays, but we got there in the end. I think everyone returned safe. That's all that matters. Awesome win by Michael Dunlop. Hope you enjoyed this little look at Manx Grand Prix this year with all different videos. Don't forget, subscribe and comment, because let's give you a couple more days to watch stuff. So let's say by Wednesday night, midnight, Ireland end time, I'm going to do the cutoff, and then Thursday I'm going to pick 12 people to win all that free stuff that I got for you. I'll randomly allocate wins, I guess, so it's fair. And that's all for me, really. So I'm exhausted, I'm cold. Despite 20 years of experience, I forgot my jacket at home. So there you go, sometimes. Because it was sunny in the morning, I was like, I don't need a jacket. Yeah, I should have known better. So always wear a jacket. There's your final thought. Anyway, that's the end of it. Thank you very much for watching all the videos and commenting. And thank you especially to all the people who stopped and said hello. It means a lot to me, makes it all worthwhile. And I'll see you, well, I'll see you in the meanwhile. There's loads more content coming. But latest, I will see you at TT 2024 and hopefully in person. Come here, watch it. You may watch my videos if you can't make it here, but trust me, the videos are nowhere near what it's like to see the bikes for yourself in real life. It's a bucket list thing. Do come to the Isle of Man. Do give me a shout when you do. I'm happy to meet you, and if I have time, I'll even show you around or buy you a coffee. So that's it for Manx Grand Prix 2023. Thank you very much. Good night.